Have you ever wondered how primitive societies without the technology we have today conducted trade? Let's journey back in time where the barter system was the norm. It was a simple exchange of goods or services, but it had its flaws. A lack of common measure of value made it inefficient and often led to unfair trades. This led to the birth of primitive monies, commodities that were universally accepted as a medium of exchange. They were not just bits and pieces but crucial tools in the evolution of trade. Imagine exchanging seashells for a meal, or livestock for a piece of land. Salt was even worth its weight in gold in some societies. These commodities became the cornerstone of trade, fueling economic growth and forging pathways for the complex financial systems we have today. Imagine for a moment a world where your wealth is measured in cows or seashells. Now, fast forward to today. How did we get from seashells and salt to Bitcoin? Our journey through the evolution of money is a fascinating one. It began with primitive forms of money like seashells and salt, things that were deemed valuable due to their scarcity and use. These items eventually gave way to precious metals like gold and silver, which were not only scarce but also fungible, meaning each unit was identical to the next. This made metals an ideal form of currency, a universal measure of value. As societies grew and economies became more complex, carrying around chunks of metal became less practical. Thus, paper money was introduced, representing a promise to pay the bearer the equivalent in precious metal. However, this system relied heavily on trust, a concept that would be tested time and again. Then came the digital age, and with it, digital currencies like Bitcoin. Much like gold, Bitcoin is scarce. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin in existence. It's also fungible, with each Bitcoin holding the same value. But Bitcoin goes a step further. It's decentralized, not controlled by any government or institution. This makes it resistant to manipulation and inflation. Saifedean Ammous, the author of the Bitcoin Standard, argues that Bitcoin is essentially a modern version of primitive monies, providing a universal measure of value in a digital age. In essence, Bitcoin is not an anomaly but a step in the natural evolution of money. So, what have we learned from our journey from seashells to Bitcoin? We've seen the inefficiencies of the barter system and how primitive monies emerged to facilitate trade. We've understood the importance of scarcity and fungibility in determining the value of a currency. And we've observed how Bitcoin is a modern manifestation of these age-old principles, embodying the virtues of scarcity and fungibility in a digital format. As we continue to evolve, so too does our money. From seashells to Bitcoin, the medium may change, but the principles remain the same.